Seth Godin stated, "People do not buy goods and services. They buy relations, stories, and magic." Good day everyone. With pleasure and good grace, Group 3 has been genuinely researching and collaborating these past few days that form various suggestions and concepts on how a certain corporate organization apply the different PR models. The acknowledgement being provided to every public opinion greatly corresponds with the actual behavior, interests, and activities of the people. Without, public relations acquire integration, influence, and persuasion that will effectively maintain a good and organized relationship between the public and the corporation involved. Moreover, public relations also correlate with harmonious decisions in order to create a powerful brand reputation. It is definitely significant to recognize the value of public relations in order to effectively comprehend the importance of having it with regards to its services toward businesses and non-profit organizations. Public relations contain rules and methods that will truly assess important and accurate evaluation on how public relations sincerely work with various corporations that will be discussed below. Furthermore, in this discussion, every role and method will correspond to its significance by generally disseminating relevant information as well as building people's positive viewpoint with respect to the brand image.
This study will also let you see how Ekosha effectively used Melvin Sharpe's 5 principles of public relations process in their company, and how Doritos applied John Marston's 4 steps of public relations model into their Crash the Super Bowl campaign.
Ekosha. This is a search engine equipping users to plant trees around the world to battle deforestation, protect wildlife, tackle climate change, and fight world hunger. Mostly through clicks on advertisements, it takes an approximate of 45 searches to finance the plantation and protection of a tree. Thus, by donating 80% of its surplus ad revenue, Ekosha has successfully planted over 133 million trees since its founding in December 2009. With their flourishing path and thorough research, it was distinguishable how the organization continuously applies the 5 principles of public relations process of Melvin Sharpe.
Ekosha was able to earn the trust and confidence of its users through honest communication as well as openness and consistency of actions. Both of these are presented transparently on its detailed monthly financial reports and tracking of trees, in which the data from 2015 up to this year are all accessible on their site. Aside from their consistency, Ekosha also expressed the fairness of their actions by having over 900 planting sites from different countries including the Philippines, rather than focusing on Germany, where Ekosha is based, or other European countries. The organization spread the initiative and goodwill worldwide. Moreover, Ekosha also promotes a continuous two-way communication with all of its users by allowing them to send a message or feedback, interact through comments, and publish blogs. They encourage user engagement not only to build a customer relationship, but establish a healthy and reliable community. Lastly, environmental research and evaluation is evidently present in the organization's process. Their efforts were beneficial for addressing certain issues.
Ekosha has adopted a comprehensive social responsibility strategy within its operations globally. They make use of innovative planting approaches to scale tree planting and investment projects that are scalable and socially sustainable. The organization represents itself as a key contributor to addressing environmental crises, specifically providing solutions to climate changes by planting trees. With these initiatives, it helps the environment for free and beneficial for the entire community as trees itself produce food and income.
Deforestation is still one of our major problems up until now. That's when Christian Kroll, the founder of Ekosha, decided to use the money that he will be earning to start the initiative of planting trees all over the world. With 133 million trees that they have planted, they managed to remove 50,000 metric tons of CO2 in the atmosphere. Ekosha continuously strives to be carbon negative by removing other greenhouse gases with the help of the trees. From that, you will be able to see that Ecosha is not just after the profit, but they are also conscious and aware of their impact on the society and environment.
John Marston offered four measures to follow in order to make public relations more effective. If you want to start a solid and mutually beneficial connection with your public, the SNEG method is a superb procedure to follow when developing a strategic PR plan.
One of the examples of a company that used the public relation model by John Marston is Doritos Frito-Lay Company. And one of the campaign that they have implemented is the Crash the Super Bowl campaign. So Crash the Super Bowl campaign by Doritos made the connection with the consumers by letting them be in complete control of their ads. This campaign of Doritos gave their consumers an opportunity to create their own Doritos ad, and with their reputation in line, Doritos guaranteed that one ad will be aired during the Super Bowl event. In this campaign, Doritos not only focused on how it will affect their company, but also thought of how to connect more with their consumers, resulting in a win-win situation with both benefiting the company and build up the strong relationship between the consumers. The company said in order to build a strong brand relation with the consumers, why not let them be part of the brand and let them design the ad themselves? This campaign is similar to the RACE model by John Marston, which is the research, action, communication, and evaluation, which focuses on a step-by-step analysis by putting strategy into action. Now moving forward to the first step of the public relations model of John Marston is the research. So in this step, Doritos ad obtained insights into Doritos' core consumer group by acquiring internal and external researchers, assess the evaluated consumers' feedback shared on the Doritos website and the blogosphere, identifying the current news cycle main trends in order to identify the program's optimal PR posture, analyzing surveys and recent media coverages from the evolving consumer content generated trends, and the media consumptions of Doritos Core and a wider target audiences.
There are two objectives that Doritos Crash the Super Bowl aims to sustain the 6-month news cycle of Doritos contest coverage and boost the consumer's engagement towards the contest via submissions and video views on the program website. There are three strategies that Doritos Crush the Super Bowl plans to invite America to develop the Super Bowl ads to be one of the most prestigious in the world and award $1 million for the top ad spot. Implementing a two-pronged media outreach approach to reach the right target and a large amount of consumers. Preparation of messaging and media opportunities for all potential result scenarios and risks to be encountered, whether they be good or bad. The target audience of Doritos are young adults between the ages 16 and 24. Because they are constantly online, they tend to have a higher tolerance for authenticity and truth. By asking users what they want, Doritos was able to get a unique view of their customers. Through these experiments, the brand was able to identify what their customers want and what they're looking for.
Communication, implementation of allowing the consumers to create their own ads and giving them the chance to have their ads aired by Doritos during the most awaited event of the year, and turning it into a competition for more engagement and boost mass participation. Doritos' first implementation is challenging fans to get their juice of their creativity flowing to create and submit a Doritos ad. Invited consumers to vote online for their most preferred or favorite Doritos advertisement. Doritos also aired two ads created by their consumers and a Doritos Super Bowl, college newspaper, top film school and universities, viral video and photos, targeted blog, podcast, filmmakers, ad industry, and social networking efforts are used in order to reach Doritos' target audience. Secured an exclusive launch story on a journal called The Wall Street to gain interest and amusement in the campaign. Online and print media are also used. In addition, on broadcasting, sports and lifestyle are also used to allocate over 1,000 chosen radio shows. Doritos also developed messages to control internal and external communications on national and local media. The media are arranged to be conducted on post-game press and handled possible flood of interviewers using Satellite Media Tour or SMT. Lastly, Doritos lengthened the 24-hour post-game news cycle into a multi-city, two-week media tour finishing in a press conference and a party at Indiana, their hometown, while turning two unemployed brothers to become overnight millionaires.
For the evaluation, the company will track the consumer engagement, and in 2009, the competition enlarged the number of submissions from year 1 of the tournament, topping out the record. Their campaign was number 1 in YouTube Super Vote and number 1 on advertisement poll and the most tweeted Super Bowl ad. And they accomplished on the implementation of media campaign that resulted to men who became celebrities.
One of its similarities indicated that both Ecosia and Doritos let their target audience freely and/or willingly participate in the company's public engagement, in order to maintain the strong relationship between the firm and its consumers, as well as to establish better brand relationships. This also serves as a demonstration of the company's commitment to their consumers' engagement by developing strong public relations. In addition, both PR models have also used the categories research, actions, communications, and evaluations in every process the company makes when using their chosen PR model.
Differences between these two PR models is the specific objective and purpose of each process. The first for John Marston is research, which focuses on identifying the organization's main problem or issue, whereas Melvin Sharpe's principles use environmental research and evaluation to determine how the organization will be beneficial to society. Along with it, there is also a difference in their actions. In the John Marston 4-step model, action is defined as determining the best approach to deal with the problem, whereas action should be consistent for confidence in Melvin Sharpe's 5 principles. Furthermore, when it comes to communication, the two PR models take different approaches. Communication, according to John Marston 4-step model, is about how the organization affects the public through word of mouth, and communication, according to Melvin Sharpe's 5 principles, should be honest in order to build credibility with its target audiences. Lastly, Melvin Sharpe's 5 principles take a personal approach to developing long-term relationships with target audiences, whereas John Marston's 4-step model has a specific step-by-step process that must be followed when implementing the company's chosen PR model.
In light of the findings of the research, it is self-evident that using public relations to market your business enhances the authenticity and intelligence of the material. Additionally, gaining your consumers' trust by paying greater attention to their emotions or feelings improves your company's reputation.
After a thorough analysis of the discussion, the following recommendations are further elaborated as follows. For the corporations should also consider evaluating the performance of the brand to effectively engage public attention. Also, organizations must ensure that the intended principles and methods will be thoroughly applied to generate improvements in their various objectives. Second, employers. Employers in terms of increasing public engagement in order to successfully connect and achieve good relationship with respect to the customers and partnerships involved. And lastly, for the future researchers can effectively improve the present discussion by significantly acquiring additional information from the people who are related to this study. Subjoin other qualitative methods including observations, personal interviews, and focus group to fill the existing gaps and expand intelligence in the discussion.